And we work with this young woman every day. She is actually, what is it, a video switching thing?
Yeah, I don't know about the technical title, but yeah, just a switcher. Yeah.
You're our technical director.
Yeah,
she does it all behind the scenes.
And we see Simone every day. We didn't have any clue that she is this talented artist and illustrator, and Simone Casper is with us today, and we got her on this side of the camera, which you're a little reluctant to do, right?
Well, it's just different, you know. Yeah, it's definitely warmer over here than it is over there, being in the dark. That's for sure.
On the other side of things.
You were a film student at UNM.
Yeah.
And you're an illustrator and graphic artist.
Yeah.
And we just saw your new. It's a book, a magazine. What do you call it?
I call it a zine. It's just, zines are self-published, usually distributed by the author on a small scale. You don't go through a publisher, necessarily a publishing house, although you can. Yeah. So I decided to keep this on a small scale. It's just bound through with staples. It's very simple. Yeah. And it's just all about the artwork and the content and the artist. So it's really cool.
So this is called Scary Eyes, obviously.
Yeah.
And all of your artwork is original. Is this pen and ink, pencil? What is it?
It's pen and ink. Yeah, it was the first time that I've done a full project in pen and ink, and it was really scary at first because once you put down a line, that's it. It's done. You can't. There's no erasing or going back. If you make a mistake, it's just there. So yeah, that part of it was challenging, but I really love the fact that it's bold. It's much bolder than pencil. I'd worked in graphite before, but this is just, I think I'm going to continue with this. I'm liking this more.
Yeah, I mean, the artwork is really cool. And some people, they might be like, oh my gosh, this is kind of spooky.
Yeah.
with the title, Scary Eyes. Yeah. But so tell us, like, what's the inspiration behind it?
I've always loved to draw, and I've wanted to write children's stories for a long time, but just never really knew how to go about getting started. And then one day I was like, you know, I'm just going to do it. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to try it. So I sat down and started writing a story, and it started really coming together. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to take this seriously, and I started illustrating, and it just became its own entity, you know? Yeah, just...
What's the storyline?
So cool.
The story is about a witch. I love witches. I've always loved witches. So that was a really big inspiration for my first story. I thought that'd be a good storyline to go with. But it's about a witch who can't cry, so she has to concoct a plan to steal other people's tears.
Oh,
yeah,
that's kind of sad.
So yeah, it's just about her trying to basically make other people cry. Yeah.
Simone, you're a film student. Are you going to make this into a film or something?
Yes,
Oh, that is so cool.
I'm glad you asked that. I really would like to make it into a short film one day.
I think, seeing this, it would make a great film.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You need a narrator or something.
Yeah. Let me know. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I do know that I want like practical effects. That's one thing that I've always been inspired by. So I tried to kind of, actually when I was writing it, I was thinking about what it would look like if it were to be made into a film. So that's something I do want to look into in the future. Yeah.
So is it more scary? I mean, is it a scary story then?
Well, it's not really, I wouldn't say that it's really scary. It's kind of dark, but then again, if you look back at a lot of children's stories that were written, a lot of fairy tales, they are kind of dark. Like I was reading Rumpelstiltskin the other day, and I was surprised at the ending. Yeah. You know, he actually rips himself in half. So, it's kind of typical for children's stories.
That, yeah.
So I just followed that same pattern.
Where do we get the book, the zine?
It is online at my Etsy shop, www.etsy.com.
We have it up there too.
/shop/Sleepy Creep.
This is so cool.
Well, it's great to know this about you. Now you're going to go back to work, right?
Yes.
It really is. I'm totally impressed with your talent.
Thank you.
Thank you, Simone.